Cameron, I know all about being tired. I mean, I just got done moving. I set up this office that I'm sitting in right now. Also, this happened. We're getting old. It's just a part of life. It's just a part of how it goes. And honestly, I would say that the first instinct that I had was to be like, oh, come on, you're 26. You're 26. You're fine. You'll be fine. You can like run a marathon right now. It's no big deal. You can balance a checkbook while you're balancing, barrels of water on your shoulder. You'll be fine. That was definitely my first thought. But my second thought was, actually, I remember right around when I was your age was when I started to actually feel kind of old. And, not like old, but like, oh, wow, my mortality is really right behind me. And it definitely gets worse as you get older. I mean, now that I'm in my 30s, I can actually feel my knees not exactly resetting when I like go on a jog. Which is funny because that assumes that I'm going on jogs, which, when your knees are like this, you don't go on jogs. Who goes on jogs? I mean, in some ways, getting older was never really a thing. As you get older, you get wiser, you get more experienced, you get discounts on movie tickets. To me, the getting older part isn't the part that's weird. It's the perspective that comes with getting older. Like when I was younger, in my early 20s, I remember thinking that like things will just work out. Things will just magically work out, just exactly the way that I want them. I don't have to do anything. Things will just be how I want them to be, and then when I'm older, I'll look back at a grand life of success. It doesn't work that way. No, it turns out you have to spend your entire life exhausting yourself trying to get to the thing that you want, and even if you spend your entire life getting there, there's no guarantee that you'll actually ever get there. Which maybe means that the goal that you think you're trying to get to isn't exactly the point in the first place. Which is why I think the perspective thing is really important, because when our parents were our age, they had 3 kids. 3 kids! I mean, come on. Like, you have a dog, I just got a puppy. I can't imagine raising 3 kids right now. Then again, that might say more about me than it does about mom and dad.
No. Outside.
I mean, to me, when I was younger, being an adult was, having a family and paying a mortgage and doing all the things that you think you're supposed to do. And then it turns out that when you're an adult, being an adult is almost nothing like that. It can be like that. You can have a family. You can have a mortgage. I mean, you don't have to be an adult to have those things. Plenty of adults don't have mortgages. Plenty of adults don't have kids. Plenty of adults don't have retirement funds, which, shame on you, really, frankly, if we're being honest here. Like, how irresponsible are you at that point? Basically, I think that your expectations when you're younger about being an adult are one thing, and then when you become an adult and you're constantly chasing the next thing, I think it's the wish, the desire, at least for me, to always be like, oh, what's the next thing? What's the next goal? I constantly feel like I'm a dog chasing a car, and I don't think that I'll ever get that car. And really, I don't think that the car is the thing that I should be focusing on. I think it's the chase. I think the chase is the part that's important. But Cameron, you actually mentioned something really important in your last video. You mentioned that Aaron was doing all the heavy lifting for your move. And one of the things that I'm really starting to appreciate as an older person is just how important it is to have someone else in your life that can help you figure this stuff out. Really what I mean to say is that the people that we've chosen to spend the most amount of time in our lives around just are so freaking amazing. I mean, I know how you like to talk about how Erin does all the heavy lifting, and I know that she'd say the same thing about you. All I gotta say is that if I didn't have Raina do my heavy lifting with me, I don't know that I could do it. So yeah, maybe our lives aren't what we want them to be, but you're right, we're definitely on the path, and we both have amazing people by our sides, making us look a lot more confident than we really are. Plus, if all else fails, we still got the puppies. Cameron, I love you.